Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Kayfabe with me and my buddy Gabe. Gabe, how you doing today, Gabe?
I'm doing good, my man. Just spring cleaning, even though it's summer.
It's always summer here in fucking Texas, so
I know. Fucking
yeah.
the room I'm currently in now, we're trying to clean everything out to make room for our desk and everything. So we're getting rid of a bunch of stuff, and I accidentally, not accidentally, but I found like some of my old, well, a few like wrestling things. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know I fucking had this, and I swear to God, it was just sitting right here. I promise you. But I have a VHS tape of WrestleMania 14, the one with Mike Tyson.
where he turns on DX or something.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh, it's spinal." He's
My
why'd
back's
you turn on
broken.
me? Back broken, it's spinal.
Spinal.
I got the King of the Ring '98 on
Dang.
VHS tape. Yeah, the one when Mick Foley jumped off the cage, tried to save the Undertaker and everything. I think I told you about this one last week, but I really wanted you to borrow it. But it's is this Blu-ray? A Blu-ray disc of PWG. It's 2017 Battle of Los Angeles, and I forgot. I remember we were talking about this last week, but some of the matches, like some of the wrestlers that got on here, it's like Ricochet. You got Marty Skrull, Dijak, and Keith Lee. Um, Sammy Guevara. They got Matt Riddle and Pentagon Jr. They got him on here too. Walter, he's on here. But like, when he was like bigger, um Jonah
Dang.
Rock
I'm
currently
hearing
Bronson Reed.
Sammy Guevara and
Come on
Riddle.
out, you rapist! You rapist! Wow. Wow.
Just fucking throw the Crocs out. Ah! It's crazy like seeing all these names and just like, oh man, I seen all these like on like regular TV. It's so crazy. Well, except for Sammy Guevara, I don't know what happened with him. I think he just like died, right?
Well, I mean, I guess he's with his chick because they just had their baby or whatever, but it's like so did fucking what's her name, Becky Lynch, and she hasn't taken any time off, and then now Seth Rollins is like back,
Yeah. Oh, you think he's gone because of Mercedes Monet?
maybe, but I mean, dude, he was a pretty he was a pillar. I feel like he was a homemade star. Like if you're gonna make fucking Jack Perry leave and come back, you should make him come back too, because I'm pretty sure they buried the hatchet too. Sammy Guevara and Mercedes, they talked it out or something.
Yeah, she made a post about it. I remember that at the time
Yeah,
of it happening because I was like, what, like 5 years ago? I think.
yeah. Even before I think she went to AEW, they had like buried the hatchet, or they had a conversation about it and talked it out. So
And then Tony Khan being probably all like schizo and paranoid. So like, there's a Sammy. I gotta send you. I don't want you to like try to rape her. You got a family. Don't ruin that, okay? I'm sending you home.
and he's just like, uh, 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 uh,
He's just
uh.
like,
Yeah, but
ah!
but you keep having her make sexy noises and come out in these stripper outfits.
But you have her in clothes. That's hot.
She is pretty hot though.
She is hot. It's like
Yeah,
it's easy to keep it in your pants though. It's hard to like. It's easy to like not be a rapist.
but yeah, no, it's pretty simple. Even in the days like this where the men and women wear skimpy outfits, like sky blue. Nah, sky blue's great.
Just
I
like
don't know why he wasn't like that with like sky blue though, or even Chris Statlander. She's pretty hot in like a
or
manly way.
I thought gonna say Christian Cage.
Dude, Rebel. I remember when Rebel was there. She was hot as fuck
Rebel. Yes, yeah, she was hot. She was
with Jamie
high. She
Hayter.
was she was hot. Yeah,
Yeah,
I miss Jamie Hayter, dude. Where's Jamie
dude,
Hayter at?
Jamie Hayter's good. Jamie Hayter's good. I miss
Man,
her.
they've all been out, right? Like Jamie Hayter, Rebel, Britt Baker. Like they haven't been around a good minute. I feel like it's
The
always like Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa now, right?
Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker, the Candlestick Maker, they're all just out. I don't know.
Oh shit, man!
Everybody's just getting hurt, or whatever.
I know it's like the Young Bucks are taking over. Damn it!
I swear it's that Okada. He's making it rain, and everybody's slipping.
I know.
They're slipping on everything. They got wet floor signs everywhere.
It cuts to that video of him. I'm so sorry, dude. I saw that. That shit was so funny, man. I love Okada. It's not his fault. I don't think it's his fault.
I'll see if I have that here. I know I'd saved it here somewhere.
Oh, did you?
Let's see. Here we go.
Okay. Yes.
I pressed the wrong button. I'm so sorry! Bitch.
I didn't see that whole clip. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude. I pressed the... Do you know the context of that? Like, what had happened?
Yeah, with the Scissor Brothers. And,
the Acclaimed.
Yeah, he stopped the music, right?
Yeah, dude. It's like, oh no, I pressed the wrong button. I'm so sorry,
bitch.
Man, protect Okada, dude. I hope he's having fun. That's all I
that
hope
was
for.
funny. That was funny. I hope he wrote that because that was like really fucking funny.
Even if he didn't, dude, he's delivering it so funny, dude. I love that shit.
That was hilarious. That was worth 3 million yen a year or whatever the fuck he's getting.
Oh yeah, but they said it in yen, right? Does he still live in Japan, or technically he moved to the U.S. for Dynamite?
I have no idea because isn't his chick like almost more famous than him?
Who's his girlfriend? Who's his chick?
She's like a model or something.
Really?
Okada wrestler wife or chick, I don't know. Because this guy is married to Suzuko Momori, a notable Japanese voice actress and singer.
They announced their marriage in April. Oh, she's cute.
She's a popular actress and singer in Japan.
Wow. Oh, they have a baby together. In May 2022, the couple announced they were set to become parents and welcome their first child, a baby boy, in August of the same year. Aw, that's good for him.
Yeah, I think she's like equally or more as popular over there. And
I feel like it'd be popular, right? Because like the music industry over there is like big because like J-pop and everything.
Yeah, she's pretty hot too.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. He's not sorry,
bitch.
Bitch.
Speaking of Asian wrestling, though, or Japanese or whatever, I know you had sent me this about AJ Styles, and he looks really cool in this Korean drama. No, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on here.
Time traveling taxi. It looks cool.
He plays a deer man that transforms only at night, and his daughter's a chicken nugget. No, I don't know.
Sign me up.
And he tries to eat all the time. He's smart deer.
He tries to take care of this chicken nugget, but he loves chicken nuggets. That's his favorite food.
All the while, his wife left him for the construction worker that built their home. I don't fucking...
The construction worker that built his favorite food establishment. So there's a love-hate relationship there with the love interest. Oh man, these J dramas, man.
Dude, all while this other dude is a ghost trying to figure out his own murder by communicating with AJ Styles.
And it turns out AJ Styles killed him with a 450 splash.
That's exactly how all Korean dramas go. No, can you explain what this match is? Do you know?
Yeah, this is for the promotion of Noah. It is another famous Japanese wrestling promotion, like with like New Japan, DDT Pro, Stardom, All Japan Pro Wrestling, and then Noah Wrestling, which is this right here. I think a lot of wrestlers who do go to Japan like go through Noah and then go through like New Japan as well. It's interesting to see AJ Styles go back and to have a match over there when he's already like well established over here in the States. Maybe he just wants to, and I just think it's cool too that WWE are becoming like more lenient on like letting their wrestlers like, oh yeah, go ahead, like you're pretty chill.
That
Just don't
prohibited
go to
portal.
AEW. Oh, dude, I hate Prohibited Portal. I
The
hate that
prohibited
name.
portal. No, that is cool that they're yeah, because didn't who just wrestled one of the females, right? Just wrestled for another promotion. Was it Io Sky or was it
It
one
was
of
Io Sky.
right? She just did something with another promotion. So
Did she? I don't think it was in Stardom because I think Stardom and AEW have that relationship. I want to say it was some other type of like Joshi wrestling that's over there in Japan. I don't know the name of the company. I apologize, but it's I like it. It's pretty sick.
no, it's
I,
cool that WWE's letting them do third party stuff as long as it's obviously not connected to the other promotion.
It's like now AJ, you could go to Japan and you could wrestle Maru Fuji, but you can't be racist. Ah, shit.
He does sound like a hick too, right? AJ Styles.
He's from
He's got a
Georgia.
very.
He's from Georgia. He got that southern voice. He
I'm
sounds
gonna
like
I'm gonna
a
finish
Matt.
drinking my sweet tea and then whoop your ass, little boy.
He's just there rocking on a rocking chair like this
Yeah,
with the sweet tea.
but
Now go, though. You better get away from the cows, boy.
I'm gonna kindly offer you a glass of lemonade, but afterwards I'm going to whoop your ass if you still on my property, boy.
Well, what's that? What's that? That quote from Django Unchained is first you had my curiosity, now you got my attention.
The only thing I remember from Django Unchained is the N word like fucking 800 times or something.
Oh, dude, that shit's funny.
Yeah.
AJ Styles before the the match track, he just looks at him. You lost, boy. But it's like he's the one that's lost because he's in Japan.
He's in Japan. He just comes in a fucking Chevy with all these rebel flag stickers and
Fucking Confederate flags, like
yeah, make
flying.
America great again and shit.
Oh my god! Fucking a fat trucker hat spitting tobacco has the wheat straw sticking out. Oh man, good for AJ.
Yeah, great for him. Great for him. Next year, I know you sent me this. WWE is looking to possibly hold Bad Blood on October 5th, which was the exact same date as the original Bad Blood event. One location that WWE is looking to host the PLE is the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. That's funny. We
Oh,
were just
AJ
making
Styles.
fun
We
of it.
just talking
Yeah,
about Georgia.
he's just talking about Georgia.
You lost, boy.
Man, I don't remember Bad Blood. I just
You
imagine it, I remember the name, but was there like a lot of Gangrel and the Brood in it? I don't remember what was
No, it
Bad
was
Blood.
past their time.
Okay.
Well, no, I lied. Because the first Bad Blood, that was the Hell in a Cell match with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels when Kane first debuted. And that was, damn, that was like 97, I think.
A vintage.
Oh, no, Vintage Orton. Um, and then in like the 2000s, when they would have like a pay-per-view each month, Bad Blood was like a staple, like in that lineup. That's pretty sick. I like that they're bringing back old pay-per-view names for my liking. I wrote them a letter. I told them specifically to bring back Bad Blood. That was really hard to say.
No,
Bring back Bad Blood.
I like when they do it, especially for like NXT events. When you see like, didn't they have like In Your House or they just have Halloween Havoc? I always really
Halloween
cool.
Havoc. I like the In Your House because like their set was like the front of a house, like
Yeah,
like a makeshift like cookie cutter home. Like it looks so
yeah.
funny. It looks so cool.
It's real cool. I like that they're bringing back these like vintage, old school, cheesy sort of pay per views, but for like NXT or, and then they really ham it up, like you said, with the set. Make it look
Mhm.
cool.
My only thing is, I just want them to have the stage designs again. Well, I understand it's like to preserve space and somewhere tickets and everything, but I'm missing like the giant blood drop, and you see like the graphics on the blood, and everything's red and black and shit like that. I always miss like the stage designs like that. Those were always fucking cool.
I remember seeing that one. It was like a Money in or a TLC or Money in the Bank where they had like a bunch of chairs, like all hung up and
Oh, that was
ladders, and
TLC.
John Cena like ripped one down for no reason. Like he just
Whoopsie.
yeah. Like what the fuck, dude? Like
Yeah, that
someone took an
was.
hour to set that shit up,
And then
asshole.
you just freaking down. It looks nice. Oh no, you gotta start all over.
Oops, you didn't see me.
You better
Uh
hurry up, man. The show's about to start. Yeah, that was a TLC 2010. That's sad. I know that. Oh my god, because he did that to Wade Barrett when Wade Barrett was still like with the Nexus and everything. When
mm,
he buried them.
ah,
Rest in peace. Yeah, good times, man. I always remember. I think it's like WrestleMania 18. I think it was WrestleMania 18 where it just looked like a bunch of scaffolding. Do you remember that?
that sounds vaguely familiar.
Oh man, I want to say it was 18 or it was Judgment Day. No, no, no. Yeah, Judgment Day
Mm,
like 2002.
Judgment Day
Yeah, Judgment Day 2002 stage?
stage.
Yeah. I want to see if I can remember it.
Uh,
Oh wait, no. What the fuck am I thinking of? Oh, maybe I think of Armageddon. I think of Armageddon 2002.
Armageddon.
Yeah.
Armageddon 3D 2002. Oh wait, I'm getting a game stage.
That's a, dude, what the
Okay,
fuck am I thinking of?
I
Oh
mean I'm
no, that's
putting.
with the A. Never mind. But that still looks badass.
Yeah, it does look cool. That big A.
Maybe it is WrestleMania. I feel bad. I'm making you look up all this different shit. I'm so sorry. I
No,
feel
no,
all
you're
bad.
good. No, you shouldn't feel bad blood. No bad blood between us, asshole.
Ah!
You just nick yourself real quick on the bottom.
Like Ric Flair because he's selling wings.
Oh, that does sound good. Wooings,
I
all
love
burnt
wings.
and next year I know coming up soon is the PLE Money in the Bank. And they had this poster. Oh, who's gonna win? Money in the Bank, and people were like, "Can you make it any more obvious? You're giving him the win." Like,
No, why is he the poster?
so I'm guessing he's gonna eventually. Nah, well, he won one of the qualifying rounds, right?
I forgot who he was wrestling. Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio, I think. Like in
Let me
a
see if
triple
I have
threat
it here.
match.
Well, here I had this is what Bronson Reed, Chad Gable, and the Monster Among Men versus I think that's Io Sky
No,
and no, that's not. Who is that?
the other one. That's not a
That
fucked up.
this one's Io Sky.
No, 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 no. But that's the first one's Kyrie Sane.
Oh, okay. Well, she's still hot.
Yeah. Oh no,
Okay, I didn't
absolutely.
know. Okay, Shayna Blazer, Kyrie Sane, and then I don't know whoever that is.
That's the Lyra Valkyria, the new chick
Oh,
that just came up from NXT.
okay. So I have no idea who won in any of these matches, but
Uh,
uh,
actually, I could tell you those matches have not happened yet.
oh really?
Yeah, those are announced for next week, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because I have Strowman versus Gable versus Reed, and yeah, Valkyria versus Baszler versus Sane. Those are
Okay.
announced for next week.
What we do have
Um,
here is that Io Sky did win the qualify for Money in the Bank, so that's cool. One of the Asians
yes,
won.
yes,
Hmm.
power to them.
Yeah, Mark Henry is somewhere seething
Oh, seething like fucking
while eating,
covered in barbecue sauce.
sweating barbecue sauce. And he's got the itis, and he's ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
I'm so I'm getting the sugars. How angry I am! It got me the
um,
sugars.
so far for the Money in the Bank qualifier matches, the winners that I have for the women's side are Io Sky and Chelsea Green.
Yeah, here on this for SmackDown, here's a Chelsea Green graphic, and she looks pretty hot in this graphic.
No, yeah, she is hot. You know, she's married to Matt Cardona.
I remember seeing Matt Cardona tweeting a lot about her, and I'm like, bro, like isn't she married? And I'm like, oh, okay, it's
So
different.
wait a minute, bro. Like, shut up, bro. We get it. You're married.
Bro, could be a cook. could be a mark.
Fucking simp. Um, like you saw on the poster, Jey Uso won his match, and surprisingly, which I was very surprised, Andrade won, which is fucking awesome. I love Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes won, and I was very surprised that Andrade won because he was facing against Grayson Waller and Kevin Owens.
Mm.
And I thought Kevin Owens probably would have won that, but I think they're getting him a lot tied up with the bloodline as of recently. And I know, like, we'll talk about that more as the podcast goes on. And Carmelo Hayes was facing Randy Orton and Tama Tonga. But then that was also, again, interfered with the bloodline when Carmelo was able to roll up Randy Orton and get the win there.
And who did show up to? Well, I don't even have like the information on here. I just know Jacob Fatu showed up for the bloodline, right?
Oh, dude, yes.
And
Jacob Fatu, dude.
all I have are like highlights here of him. I'm not gonna play the music because it's just some weird like Samoan rap music. And but yeah, they added another Samoan to the bloodline.
Dude, and we were just talking about him too, right?
Yeah, I
Like
think so.
when we were talking about I don't know if it was him, but he dove from the turnbuckle to the crowd, and there was like a table set up, right? We're like, ooh, he landed on concrete. That looks like it hurts. Yeah, but it's
Dude,
crazy. Oh, go ahead.
no, why are these Samoans so like agile but with big hips? It's like
Dude,
it's confusing.
he's doing some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. That's so
uh
crazy. Look at that. Oh my god. And like
he's
he
doing like
looks,
ricochet shit.
dude, he's not even in bad shape. I'm not even gonna say he was fat. You know, not obviously not, but he debuted on Friday and he is just fucking cut. He looks more swole. I don't know if you saw the debut video, like of him debuting when he attacked Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes.
I think I did.
Yeah, that he just like pure muscle now. He looks older now for some reason. I mean, well, obviously everyone gets older, but he like his beard was gray a little bit, had a little bit of gray, which is fine. But for some reason, I thought he was younger.
No, it's just crazy that they're building up this whole Samoan army, and yeah, I feel like they're gonna run out of Samoans eventually, but and here's like Samoa Joe, like I'm Samoan too.
Man, I want Samoa Joe back in all of this, dude. I want him just to fucking kill everybody. I want him to murder. I don't know. It's
I
so
want,
no, you don't need to do that. Don't do that.
I want him to come and they be like, "You're half blood" or something like.
He's like, what? Then he starts like doing the fire sticks like really fast.
You're fat.
He's fat. Senor Joe. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Jacob Fatu, dude. I always thought he was a beast. He moves so agile, so fast. Like he could cut promos. Like this dude has it all. And from what I heard, too, was that he was actually signed a little bit before WrestleMania until they were trying to figure out like when to debut him. And I think they debuted him at a good time, dude. But I know there was reports,
Mm-hmm.
but that he was going to outshine Solo Sokoa, and that was a fear that he was going to outshine Solo. And I'm just like, that's not hard to do. It's like they're all doing it.
What's his name? Just Tomatonga or whatever.
And then they got flick his nose to calm him down.
So how many Samoans are there now? 4? Like
Uh,
three or 4?
like in the new bloodline,
Yeah.
it's Solo, Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and now Jacob Fatu.
And the brothers are doing their own thing, right? Fucking Uso, Jay and Jimmy. They're
Yeah,
having their own
Jay
like
Jay is doing his thing. Money in the Bank. Jimmy, he's out like with an injury. Well, no, I don't know if he's out with an injury, but when Tamatonga debuted, him and Solo attacked Jimmy. I don't know if you remember that,
that sounds
but
familiar.
this was just a few months ago. So Jimmy's been out. Roman's been out. The other Samoan, Sami Zayn, he's an Intercontinental Champion, so he's doing his own thing. But
Yeah, the honorary Oos.
the honorary Uzis, like feeling Uzi, right, guys? We're feeling Uzi. Um, a lot of people are speculating that this might lead to like a War Games match, like with all the Samoans. I'm about it, dude. I'm excited, but they're saying if Roman comes back and if they were to do like the new bloodline versus the old bloodline, who's going to be the fourth member for the old bloodline?
It's
Because
Hulk
if they,
Hogan.
it's Hulk Hogan, yeah,
He's tan enough. He's hot dog skin looking.
Let me do it in, brother. I was like, I'll do the work, brother. I was like, I hook a leaky loud, brother. They're
I'm
like,
actually half Samoan. The
it's all. I love Samoans. I beat the shit out of your grandpa when we wrestled back then.
I love peeing in bottles.
I love Vegemite, right? Right, brother.
I love Samoan Girl Scout cookies. They're delicious.
What are you talking about? I'm Samoan, brother. I love pineapple.
I love upside down pineapples. Uh, he does, I think, actually. And
Oh, wow. That's big if true.
I don't mind as long as he's not black. The guy having sex with my wife.
As long as he's not bumping a love sponge, then I won't have sex with your wife. So what's your opinion about Jacob Fatu? Are you have high hopes for him, or you're just waiting to see what happens?
I'll wait to see what happens. I mean, it sounds cool that they're signing all these Samoans, and we got. I don't know if we got a fucking tease of it whenever The Rock showed that family tree or whatever, and it had like certain names, whatever. But I wonder like when The Rock's gonna come back and Roman and how that's all gonna be, and it's crazy that it's not outshining Cody Rhodes because he's still a great champion. He's still doing a lot of work, but after that whole finish the story thing, it's like, well, how can you really like one up it without setting a dude on fire or something? Like
Yeah. Listen, I'm still giving Cody credit. He hasn't done anything bad ever since he's won the championship. I mean,
no,
the only feud he's had so far is with AJ Styles, right? That's the
yeah,
only person.
yeah.
But I know people like to shit on things so early, but I'm just like, dude, like it's only been 2 championship matches. Like, give the guy a break. Like let's calm down a second, all right?
Yeah, but it's just like that story and how long it was. And then like of course everyone's like, well, what's next? And I feel like he needs a good heel. And they have they're building up to something else with the bloodline. I don't know if it's a war games match or whatever with Cody. What is it, Cody and Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, right? I think they were kind of teaming up with CM Punk, but they
Yeah,
were all getting attacked.
yeah. So I think it was supposed to be like CM Punk, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, but then CM Punk got attacked by McIntyre, which we'll show in a little bit. and Cody Rhodes stepped in because he's like, "Oh, like I'll help y'all guys out," like being like the true babyface he is. And then Jacob Fatu showed up and just fucked everybody up. Like it was like, damn, dude. And he moves fast. He moves fucking fast.
Yeah, yeah, he's able to like manipulate the Newton's laws with his hips and have the inertia and
I know,
velocity.
but a bunch of stuff like just like rotating around him, like gravity. He has his own orbit around his hips.
Yeah. I know it's Newton's laws, one of them. But yeah, I do have how Drew McIntyre on Monday. He had, would you say he had quit? He had just
Mm-hmm.
like fuck this and quit. And then Friday on SmackDown, you see above me, or unless you're gonna fucking help me do it,
Yeah.
I feel like he liked that control in the control room to like press the buttons and change the shots.
I was like, all right, we're gonna switch to camera two, and then they press the button. No, camera two, camera two. I said camera two, and then that's why there's like dirty camera cuts because no one knew what camera two was.
Well, they're
Like the camera cuts and everything. Yeah, I don't know if you ever read it, but I read somewhere that uh, Kevin Dunn talked shit about Becky Lynch, saying Becky Lynch wasn't gonna make it because she wasn't attractive.
I think I did hear that, and I've seen pictures of Kevin Dunn. He's ugly. He's ugly,
Dude,
weird
he has
looking dude.
big fucking front teeth like a beaver,
Yeah,
like Bucky.
I know. When I see Jim Cornette always talk about him, and they do a caricature, he's always got big ass fucking teeth.
Uh,
Yeah, but like scary big. Like it like he bites his lips all the time. Like it's an impediment to him.
it's like it's his tick, his nervous tick, because he doesn't want Vince McMahon and all those big black dicks to like grab him or something.
All the dildos named after wrestlers.
all the wrestlers named after like Kofi Kingston, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but now it's like it's also less is more, and like these long camera shots they've been doing, like they've been fucking sick. It just makes me sad because I want to see it like on TV, like, but I got work, so I
it's
always
just
miss wrestling.
it's just weird that like immediately there was a change of quality, and then also like that Tony Khan, right? And I'm bringing in AEW. I don't know. I don't mean to like compare the two, even though I do. But like, why didn't they try something like that before? Why did they like do the exact same thing that like besides the best friends zooming in or whatever? Gotta give the people what they want. Like they
Woo!
they kind of do the same things that Kevin Dunn would do. Like, why didn't they do shit like that was different? I never saw anything like camera work wise on AEW where I was all, man, that's something AEW or WWE should do.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like the same camera angles, same shit for the most part.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do like when they throw a punch, they fucking zoom in every time they throw a punch. Do you remember? Man, WWE were kings of that shit
I think I remember that. Yeah.
for fucking ever, dude. We got so used to trash TV, man. Like now it's just like a whole different show, man. Like everyone notices it and everyone likes it. And I don't think AEW is doing the same thing, but I don't think they're really doing anything like innovative to make themselves stand out for the most part. I know we'll bring it up. We'll bring that up later too. And it just sucks because it's like I feel like it's not. It is competition, but like you can tell like who's winning as
Yeah.
far as like
Yeah.
between the two, and that sucks. It's like I want to kind of like be neck to neck, but everything AEW has been doing, I'm just like I feel drained out for some parts.
No, it's really they're in their own leagues. It's
Yeah.
minor league to professional, and again, I don't mean to. I do mean to hate. I do because I just would rather hate things, but they're really not doing anything special. AEW.
Hey, 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 hey.
I do have here another match that's for Money in
For they're using for Money in the Bank, man. I love that shit.
It's growing on me. When I first saw it, I didn't really like it,
You
and
didn't like it?
at first, and now that I see it more and more, like they're really like because when I saw it like just for Money in the Bank, I thought it was kind of stupid, but now that they're having it for every like wrestler
Hmm.
and every like match, okay, it looks kind of cool. Like it's growing on me, the
I,
colors and shit.
I like the theme they're trying to go with like a bank heist or like a 1960s superhero noir comic book feel.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting from it, and it reminds me of like The Incredibles. That's like my favorite fucking Disney movie or my favorite Pixar movie.
it reminds me of like Dick Tracy, the bright
Yeah,
colors. Yeah,
yeah, nah, it's sick. I like it, and I'm wondering what other matches they're gonna add onto here because I know there's the two Money in the Banks. They're doing Priest versus Rollins, which I like. And shout out to Damian Priest. I know a lot of people have been shitting on him, but I think he's doing great work ever since he became champion.
I think he's doing fine. I have
Yeah,
nothing against the way he's been. I'm just worried about Seth Rollins because wasn't he like legit hurt? Like, why is he back so soon?
I know March. It was March, right? April, May, June. Is 3 months enough time to
I
like?
don't know. I feel like it barely went by. I thought he was gonna be out for a while, and not just because of an injury and rehab, but to just hang out with his wife and kid. You know what I mean? Like,
I know it's like, dude, Becky Lynch just went on vacation. Like, go back, hang out with your daughter. And, like,
yeah, take some time. Like, there are other people that could challenge him, and then they bring him back, and it's like, okay, that's cool, but I'm not sure why.
I was like,
I
you
hope
sure? He's like, yeah. I woke up this morning. I broke both my arms. Then I got out of bed. They broke both of my legs.
unless he wants to do the job for him, and then like, okay, now I can take a
And I
break.
go, yeah, man. Because I remember seeing that video too when he came out as a Shield, part of the Shield, like at WrestleMania. Do you remember Roman giving him the punch, and then when he took the bump, like his leg just like did a 45-degree bend like at the knee? Do
I
you remember?
remember. I thought he got hit by a chair. Didn't he hit him with a chair?
He did hit him with the chair, but you remember like when the Shield's music had played, so the Rock turned around, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Because we thought Boxley was gonna come out too, like for some fucking reason.
Yeah, yeah.
But then Rowan comes in and does a Superman punch to Rollins. But when he does it, there was a camera, like a fan footage, from like if you're in the crowd and you see the Rock and then you see the stage behind the Rock. That was their point of view.
Hmm.
And when Rollins took that fucking like that kick, like that's how his leg bends, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But it bent this way,
Ugh.
like when it looked so cartoonish. But I was like, oh, dude, that's so fucking ugly. Like that was disgusting. And like after the match, like he couldn't get up. Like people needed Kevin Owens helped him up and like helped him backstage and everything.
I remember that where he. That's why I was saying like I thought he legit. Well, and then he has his back of the problems. Seth Rollins, your back.
Fucking he got surgery from Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. Hi everybody. Hi Dr. Nick. All right, Seth, this is gonna knock you out. He pretends to put the mask up and then punches him in the face to knock him out. I love The Simpsons so much.
Man, it used to
But
be good.
oh yeah, I know. It's too long, overstayed like the Vince McMahon.
Mhm.
But I was gonna say before we move on, Damian Priest, I love the work he's been doing. And I love that he actually challenged Seth Rollins first instead of somebody challenging Damian Priest. You know what I mean? Instead of like, oh, I challenge you for the belt. He's like, oh, how about you fight me and I'll put my championship on the line? I'm just like, oh, cool, that's different. Instead of like, can they coexist? Or some shit like that. Because of a fucking tag team match or some shit like that.
Well, and then it's Money in the Bank too. So who knows if somebody wins and it'll cash in that same night? You know, you never know. Like,
Man, I hope they don't. I kind of want it to get prolonged, like for a
Well,
few months.
but with Damian Priest, I remember we were like, "Come the fuck on!" Like, let him cash it in. Like the whole, like he waited to the last fucking minute to do it.
I know, and it worked. I think
Yeah,
it
yeah,
worked. I remember being like, "Oh shit,
yeah.
like
No, it
he
was
did it."
cool. It was cool, but it was just like, dude, when the fuck is he gonna? And then he cashes in, obviously, for this title because of Cody going to finish his story.
Yeah, yeah. I have to finish the. I guess I'm saying that. I wonder what
Well,
other matches are going to add onto this card. Uh, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the 5 matches. Cozy enough.
I just hope they're safe. Every time we deal with ladders, I worry now.
I know. So I just hope they all have a good time. That's all I
Yeah,
hope.
I just hope the good team wins, and the bad guys lose.
Gold team rules.
Yeah, we do have here a look at the WYATT six. And I don't know the WYATT six.
Ah.
Six. What do you think about this? About the WYATT six?
Their debut was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I didn't
And
see it.
you didn't see it? Oh
Mm-mm.
man. Whenever you get the chance, watch the highlight video that they have on their YouTube page. It was fucking. It was cinema. It was cinema. They killed Chad Gable, from what I remember.
I feel bad. Why are we doing that to Chad Gable?
Nah, don't feel bad. Fucking, he beat up Maxine, or
Oh,
like broke her
okay.
leg or something. Yeah,
Never
he
mind. Fuck
deserves it.
that. Fuck
He was
that,
like,
man.
I killed him
I
too. And
mean,
I'm saying
I
I
mean,
wouldn't do it.
I'd break her back, but I wouldn't break her legs.
I break her back too, but like I lift her up and like over the knee like that.
Yeah,
Like
a
I
backbreaker.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. What were you
That's
thinking
what I
about?
meant. That's what I meant. Yeah, yeah.
uh,
Give her atomic drop.
of like a frog splash from the top. They look badass. I like the way they look. I like the bird one. The one that's supposed to be what's his name? Not Husky.
The
Um
vulture.
yeah, the buzzard. I've heard Barry the buzzard. Is
Uh,
that his
I,
name?
I don't know. I don't know either name. I just know. Well, there's Uncle Howdy, Sister Abigail, uh, Husky, whatever, Harold Kumar. And I don't know.
Harold and Kumar the buzzard.
Harold the pig and Kumar the buzzard.
But I'm
Uh,
thinking if it's Wyatt six, like is there supposed to be a 6 member? And if there is, who is that supposed to be?
I feel like he's the sixth member. That he's like the ghost. Well, not the ghost per se, but the leader that's telling them all what to do. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Even
like
though
his
he's
spirit.
yeah,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
just to pay tribute. I think. Who knows? Maybe
Mhm.
Jacob Fatu and is the sixth member. That's why they signed him.
Jacob Fatu secretly Sister Abigail.
Yeah, he's gonna be like a big hipped kangaroo character or something.
I think do you think this is gonna work?
Look, I wanted to for the sake of like Bray Wyatt, and I wasn't really a fan of his stuff, and I don't know if it can work in the way that wrestling is trying to be like more realistic and uh like blend the I'm sorry, blend the worlds of like reality, like kayfabe and online Twitter and all that. I don't know if this can work. Like, I could see us wanting it to work for the sake of Bray Wyatt and it's his creation, but I don't think it'll work like for the casual fan.
Hmm. I agree to a sense. I do want this to work because I fucking love Bray Wyatt, and Bo Dallas seems like a tremendous human being. I think this will only work if they stay away from like the supernatural aspect of it, like they always try to make it do, and if they switch it to more like a creepy, like psychological thing. instead. Because do you know the wrestlers under the mask?
I know what Bo Dallas, Dexter Loomis, right?
Yes. Mhm.
What's her name? Fucking. Oh my god, I know her name. The superhero. Can't fucking remember.
Ooh, yeah. Nikki Cross.
Nikki. There you go. But no, that's all I know. I don't know like the rest of them.
So the pig one on top, that's supposed to be Joe Gacy. Do you remember? Well, you never watched NXT. I don't. The new NXT that they're due now. Joe Gacy, he had this. He had this group called Schism. Is that how you pronounce it? Schism.
Yeah, yeah. That Tool song.
Yeah, yeah. Like I am the pieces. I watch them walk away. Yeah, that one. He had this faction called Schism, and it was very like cult leader vibish. Everything like no matter how much pain he took, like he was like constantly like smiling, like a big like weird creepy grin, and it was kind of cool for what it was, but it didn't last that long because eventually he did get called up. And Ramblin' Rabbit, that's his fucking name. That's Eric Rowan. He's back.
Okay. Yeah, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was the other guy with the big red beard.
Oh yes, Eric Redbeard Rowan.
Yes, Eric Red Row Beard.
I think, like you said, this could work if it isn't supernatural and if it's more like backwoods, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like
Hmm.
family type shit. You know?
Like no, not Jonestown. Everybody killed themselves. Um, yeah, it's like just it doesn't have to be like supernatural or anything like that. It's not the '90s where you have to bring like lightning down from the ceiling
Yeah. Or
or
the lights need it like Malachi, like the Malachi Black and all them, where the lights are just always going out and they're spraying mist at everyone's face, and I don't know.
yeah,
I don't.
they could just pop up like come through the crowd, whatever. Like that's cool. I'm always a fan
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that shit.
that's creepy enough.
But it's like to where like people are getting possessed and like they start following you and shit. I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, like that's kind of weird. I I I want the success for this because like their debut was fucking awesome. Whenever you get a chance to like definitely see it, it was just like cinema perfection. It was so freaking good. I
we
was
do
I
have
was such a
here
fan of it.
where they're on.
You're damn right I can hit that if
Shocker.
you need it. No
That was good.
worries.
I'm glad I didn't think about it too much.
No,
That was good.
absolutely
So-
not. It's
Yeah, went right. Oh my goodness, what's going on over there?
what the fuck is
It's
that?
like what's security like around here?
Damn right I
Oh,
did.
Oh, that was it. That was really. I thought it froze.
that was it. I was like, oh, I thought they were gonna get beat up or something, and I always wonder about this dude back here, like if he's just paralyzed, like he's always like from a zoom spot. I don't even know who he is.
Fucking, you see his green screen roll up, and he's at a McDonald's using their Wi-Fi.
He's in like a bathroom stall, and it says like fuck Osama bin Laden. Like,
Oh my
straight.
god! This for hot BJ called this number.
Yeah.
That was fucking sick.
No, I didn't know it just like shut down. I don't know how you know that's the WYATT 6 when the lights just go out. I don't know. It's very weird.
I think because I'm pretty sure it's like that sound effect too. That
Yeah.
like, I guess that they're known for. I don't know. That sounds weird saying that,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's Pat McAfee. Maybe he was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do that." Like, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's down. He's always down for shit like that.
I think it's so funny because when that happened, a lot of people were like, "Oh, what happened on the Pat McAfee show?" And then people were saying like, "Oh, the fucking executives bullshit ever since they signed with this company," like thinking it's like a sports thing. It was so fucking funny,
That's
man. People are stupid.
What we can look at though, speaking of the lights going out. I had never seen an entrance of his. He's a very good-looking man.
Nah, dude, he's handsome. You never see Joe Hendry's entrance? Oh, dude. Well, it's weird in NXT because he has that entrance, but he just like walks out to it. But this
It's
one
so
they do
cool,
it
though.
better. They
It's
do it
so
better.
cool
It's like he's there.
to see him
Ah,
here, though.
I know, but you gotta say his name though.
And what they're saying here is Joe Henry's arrival in WWE ranks as the third highest viewed tweet on WWE's official Twitter in 2024. 9.3 million. The only tweets ahead being the Raw to Netflix announcement and the Undertaker's surprise appearance at WrestleMania.
I think I sent this to you, right?
Yeah, it's at this.
So I think it updated to now where he is number one.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
because
crazy.
they updated it to where he reached number two because the most viewed video ever since WrestleMania 40, it was Uncle Howdy appearing, Joe Hendry appearing in NXT, and then WWE being announced for Netflix. And I think now he finally moved to number one.
No, it's crazy that he's building himself up like out of his own like charisma and character. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's crazy because I would watch. There you go. Like he was number two for a little bit, and I think now he's number one. Like as of now. But it's crazy to think because when What Culture, you know What Culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they announced like their own wrestling company like years ago, Joe Hendry was like new, but he started off there in What Culture. And dude, he was so fucking funny, man. People were still like so behind him like at the time when they did that over there, and it was just so great. It's great seeing him like where he's at now, and like people are just like so behind him.
It's crazy how like this TNA partnership, where they're showing up over there and they're showing up over here, how this one actually helped WWE. Like it was
I know.
like a reverse Uno. It was like oh shit, this actually helped NXT like a lot,
It's crazy, like with that big of a reaction, like how COVID hasn't gained like those numbers in TNA, like on their like social media. I don't know. I don't want to speculate like negatively, but it's
Well,
like it's just cool to see.
it's probably TNA just not having the social media following that WWE does, and then
Mm-hmm.
also the marketing like strategies that WWE does, because I'm sure they have like fucking $1 billion behind it, right? But then I don't know, just happening was like something that I guess they were building up, and it's like, oh, what if he appears over here, and even all the memes and stuff where
Uh huh.
he shows up on Clash at the Castle or this, so like I think it's not TNA doing it, it's Joe Henry doing it, and then whoever happens to like uh follow with it pollinates from him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Uh,
because it seems like it's all him doing it on himself. It's like what's his name with the woo woo woo?
oh, Zack Ryder.
Yeah,
It's crazy to see too. Like when he debuted in NXT, like that camera's fucking shaking from like how everyone's just going so crazy. So I love that. But do you know the context of like why he showed up in NXT?
no, I didn't know there was context to it.
So they
Someone
did
said his
a.
name. Someone said his name. And
Someone said his name. He appeared.
yeah,
Uh, he NXT announced a battle royale. I think it was like 20 men, 15 or 20 men. I don't know how many it was. Whoever won would be the next contender for the NXT Championship to fight Trick Williams at. I think the next one is called Heat Wave, which that sounds badass too. And so, but they're saying like, oh, like just be careful because because Cody Rhodes showed up on NXT one night, and he announced to Trick Williams like, oh, they're gonna have a battle royal to determine the new number one contender. But I didn't speak to one locker room, just to let you know. It was like, oh, what's gonna happen in the prohibited portal? Oh! So they had, it was Joe Hendry, and then if I remember too, it was Frankie Kazarian that also showed up as well. He got like a decent reaction, whatever. But it's kind of like the shit where they had to show his name on the screen, and then people were like, "Oh shit, it's Frankie Kazarian," and then
yeah.
he was there. But then the big one was fucking Joe Hendry, obviously. The match started, and Joe Hendry was the fucking first one eliminated. Dude, everyone went after him, but the thing was, it was Frankie Kazarian that eliminated him. So I think that's gonna lead to a program between them two over in TNA, which makes sense. But that crowd was fucking mad. Like they were trying bullshit, bullshit. The NXT Instagram page did a video recording um Joe Hendry going to back. He's all pissed off, and he comes across Shawn Michaels. He's like, "Oh, you think like Joe Hendry's a joke?" He's like, "I'm like, I'm gonna show up anytime I want to, whatever, anytime, any place." So I think that's leading to him showing up at Heatwave
Heatwave.
whenever they do Heatwave. I think that's gonna be like next Wednesday. I think in a few weeks, within the next few weeks. But now people are
I
saying
think
like,
I
"Damn."
saw. Is Heatwave a pay per view? I mean, a PLE.
No, I think it's like just a special that they have on
Okay,
regular. Let
okay.
me double check before I say something dumb.
Because I know
But
I saw that there was like a whole weekend planned for Money in the Bank where it was like SmackDown on Friday, Money in the Bank on Saturday, and then Sunday I think was an NXT event.
oh, you know what? It is going to be a PLE.
A PLE, right?
Yeah, it's going to be on Sunday, July 7th
The
at
day
the.
after Heatwave. I mean, the day after. I'm sorry, Money in the Bank.
That's weird that it's after. Usually
Yeah.
they have the NXT before. I mean, I'll watch it. Shit.
No, it's
Um,
interesting to have like the whole weekend like that. The Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just all
it's
wrestling.
it's going to be the Scotia Bank Arena. Scotia?
Is that
Nova
in Canada?
Scotia? Yeah, I think so.
Canada?
Yeah, in Canada. Yes, it is.
Yeah, because Money in the Bank is in Ontario, right, or somewhere in Canada.
Oh my god, it is. Oh, I hate Canada.
uh, Canada is America's hat.
No,
I don't
I would
know.
love to go to Canada. I'm just joking
No.
around. But to the one Canadian listening, Richard, I'm sorry, but
Oh no.
that's crazy. Like the effect Joe Hendry has currently, and it's all like DIY. He did it himself, man. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's all
badass.
him.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
No, it's pretty cool to see that. I don't know, like him do it himself, and it actually resonate between two companies. You know, it's not just a TNA thing. It's not just a silly meme on fucking the internet. It actually made an effect happen on. You know, people didn't see him in NXT and were like, "Who the fuck's this dude?" You know,
I know.
like that shit happens on AEW. Like, oh, who the fuck's this dude? Oh, that's Japanese. That's Mexican wrestler Scootuba Doogie or something.
And
And
it's a skibbity boop bop. It's a skibbity toilet from CMML from PWG.
Everybody
It's a
knows Skippy Toilet.
watch out! It's a scat mat skibbity from CMML that wrestled back in 2009 against Carlos Rodriguez. Sure.
Yeah, we know who those people are
Oh,
because we're
it's
true
like,
wrestling
oh fuck
fans.
yeah! It's skibbity.
You don't know who Skibbity is? You're not a true fan.
Oh, fake fan. Look at this mark over here.
Oh man, Skibbity. Speaking of Skibbity, and
Fucking
you had
skibbity.
you had sent me this that WWE and the Indiana Sports Corporation are nearing a multi-event deal, starting with the 2025 Royal Rumble at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana on Saturday, February 1st, 2025. The deal is likely to include a future WrestleMania and SummerSlam at this stadium, which kind of trips me out because I feel like Royal Rumble's always in January.
I was
And
just gonna say that. That's so weird. That bugs me.
And it's always in Texas, I feel like, too, the Royal Rumble. Like,
Man, they should make it a staple in Texas. I'll go all the fucking time.
dude, I don't know why, because it's been here, right? In Texas, like all the time, or at least not all the time, but pretty
But
often.
I know, yeah, the last 3 times they came to San Antonio, I went those 3 times. Man, good times. But that was like such a gap in between the times that were here because I remember my theory at the time, it's just a theory, a game theory, that the Royal Rumble was going to come like every 10 years, but it was going to be like at the end of like the years will end in the 7. It sounds stupid, right? But it's because it came in 97, 2007, 2017, and then 2023. It fucked it up this year or like last year. But I remember it's like I would tell my friends like, "Oh, it's coming 2017." They're like, "No, bitch, like no, it's not. How do you know?" And I told them my theory, and then my friend's like, "Man, I'll give you $20 if that's true." And I won $20 because they announced it in 2017.
The ritual is unbroken.
I know, man. Now it's like I have to stop murdering baby chickens because I can't do my sacrifices anymore because somebody ruined it.
I know,
Selfish.
dude. I tell you, I swear, I hate how messy blood gets. It's like it gets everywhere. You can't rinse it out as easily as other fluids.
I know, and it's the same chicken nugget I saved from AJ Styles.
From that AJ Styles guest voiceover anime.
Guest voiceover. It's like, you lost, boy.
You should lost nugget, boy. But yeah, this is, I guess, cool in Indiana. That's where they have a lot of racing. I feel like they would have. What was the last one they had around there? Fastlane. You remember that pay-per-view?
Yeah. I know. Cause I think no, that's a lie. There's a couple matches that have happened at Fastlane where I'm like, okay, that was pretty fucking good. I know they've had Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns. I think they had it at Fastlane twice, but like so many years apart. They've had it was like a fatal 5-way. I think I remember it was Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, John Cena, and Baron Corbin. I think, and that match was just like so fucking fast paced. I remember that match being awesome, and that's it. Because I think the pay per view only lasted like 2 times. But I don't know if it was in Indianapolis. I think that they tried to make that a staple, if I remember correctly.
So this article here says the Indianapolis Business Journal confirms that WWE is close to an agreement with the Indiana Sports. They expect to run at least 7 years, including the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Tentative date for the 2025 Royal Rumble being Saturday, February 1st. So it's going to be for 7 years that they will have the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam?
I don't think it's for 7. I think what that means is they're going to have a SummerSlam, a WrestleMania, and a Royal Rumble like once each within 7 years. It doesn't mean they're going to have those for the next
that's what I thought.
year.
Yeah, I thought for 7 years we're going to be stuck in Indianapolis.
No. It's not a Saudi deal. It's not a Saudi deal. But to answer your question or your statement earlier, it bugs the shit out of me that it's in February.
Yeah, that's so weird. Even though it's the first, it's still fucking weird that it's in February.
That means next year, 2025, next year, my birthday's going to be on a Sunday. That makes me sad.
Well, that just makes me feel like the Earth is going off of its axis once we start bleeding into other months like that. Like,
I don't think it'll fall off its axis because the Earth's flat. Like you'll stay.
AJ Styles.
In spot. Yeah. I can't even fucking joke around about that shit. It's so stupid.
It works perfect for the Korean drama if he believes the world's flat and he's a deer
Oh,
person.
Dad, with this, he's a deer person saving his chicken nugget on a flat earth
With the glass dome.
with the ghost trying to solve its own murder.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's fantastic. I take all my buddy.
I'm about to say, like, we've written a great show right there. So
Have you ever been to like a live WWE event or a live wrestling event?
no, I know my brother did go to one, but no, I've never been to. I might have been to like a wrestling event when I was a kid, and I
Mm-hmm.
remember it was here in San Antonio, and this is when I lived like in Uvalde, so we came to see it, and everyone was like, "Shawn Michaels is rumored to be here. He might be here," and we saw someone peeking out in the curtain in the back, and we were like, "We think that's Shawn Michaels. We think that's Shawn Michaels." But we don't know if it was Shawn Michaels or not. We never found out, but yeah, I remember coming to some event and I might have gotten something signed by him, but I don't remember what happened to it. You know, being a kid,
Aw,
you get like a wrestling toy signed by him and you like play with it and shit. You know.
I know. I felt bad because one of my good friends, Jacob, shout out to Jacob, him and another one of my friends went to a Comic-Con here, and he got his Bret Hart figure signed. But he said he was upset because he thought the signature dried off, but it kind of like smudged because someone rubbed their hand against it, so it kind of smudged a little bit.
Oh
But
my
he had it in his room, and then he said one time he had a party, like we're just out of high school, right? Everyone's getting drunk and shit, and somebody ended up stealing it.
oh my god.
Yeah, I know, dude. And I was like, fuck, man. I was like so upset for him because I would see it all the time and I'd be like, man, dude, that's one of the coolest fucking things ever. And then he told me it was. I'm talking the figures like right here on the wall behind me. Nah, but he would tell me like, man, dude, I don't know who stole that fucking figure, man. But I was like so upset for him, dude. It was stupid,
And
ridiculous.
the case never got cracked.
No, not to this day, man. Not to this day.
Terrible.
But I think the only thing I got signed by a wrestler, I don't have it. I think my mom has it. But in 2007, I won tickets for the Royal Rumble when it came here in San Antonio on a 98.5.
The beat.
Yeah, the beat. And I remember my dad, because I was calling, right? Like, oh, caller number 6. It's like Umaga beating up like one of the fucking DJs. And it's like, if you hear that, be calling number 6. I was calling number 6. I get the phone to my dad. And then they're like, "Oh, you're calling number 6." And then me and Richard are going fucking crazy, right? Like I'm like 11 and he's like 13. We're like, "Oh shit, we're going!" And then like, "What's the number 1 station for hip hop and R&B?" And my dad goes, "The Beat 98.5." And then we're like, "No, it's all the way around." But they gave us like VIP passes to meet for like a meet and greet with Paul London and Brian Kendrick and Ashley. Like whenever like a tag team and manager, and it was like at some car dealership around here. But I didn't have anything for them to sign, so I asked them if they could sign like my beat pass. They're like, yeah, sure. So they signed it. Nicest fucking people I've ever met, dude. Rest in peace, Ashley. Like it's a shame like the way she went out. And I remember they were the tag champions, the SmackDown tag team champions. I think they were like the world tag team champions, and they had their belts on the table, and I'm just staring at it. Right, I'm just like, oh shit, I've never seen a belt in my life. And then Paul London, they were like, hey, you want to go ahead and hold it? And then Brian Kendrick was like, yeah, go ahead, let him hold it, let him be quiet. And I was like, for real? They're like, yeah, just be careful, it's a little bit heavy. And then I was just like, oh yeah, whatever. I think it's like the toy ones. Like one of those belts is like at least like 20 pounds. Like
Damn.
20, 25 pounds. So I was just like shaking because, I'm a fucking weak little kid. But like, I'm also like nervous. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. And I just like set it back on the table like so nicely because I thought it was going to break. Oh man, one of the coolest things ever. I always remember that shit.
Dang, that's like a sack of onions. Fucking 25 pounds.
I know it's stinky too, like onions.
I swear to you, onions. And
No, them
I'm
and their
crying right
layers,
now.
man.
I'm crying right now. Speaking of crying, here are for last week Dynamite's viewership. Right, this was something we wanted to talk about. 681,000 people watched Dynamite last week.
Yes.
Um,
Before we
mhm.
go to this, I know I sent this to you so we could talk about it, but I don't know too much about like viewership numbers. But what I'm assuming is the 681,000. That's like the average a number of viewers that they had for the show. And when I sent this to you, this was from June 13th. So the week of June 13th, it was that Dynamite.
Mhm.
And the reason why I said that to you was because the following week's Dynamite, the numbers dropped significantly
I got that here.
from 681,000, and the following week it was 502,000.
Yeah,
And then it
that's
says add 0.16. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's so funny. The fucking first, the first comment is thoughts and prayers.
no, that's very low for like a show that gets led into by what, the Big Bang Theory or the Star Wars movies or
Is
you know,
Dynamite on TBS? Right? They moved it to TBS,
I'm
right?
pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Man, I think that's with that Big Bang Theory lead off too. Like that should bring in like high numbers like when the show first starts, right?
Yeah, it really should. Like you're getting that same audience that watches, and not that I like the Big Bang Theory at all, but a lot of people like it, and
Yeah.
it goes, from that to that, and everyone just boop changes the channel to whatever.
Let me see. I'm just gonna look up real quick. Brian Alvarez, because he also does the ratings for like SmackDown. And I don't
He's
want to say
he's
like
part of the he's part of the Wrestling Observer, right? He's the other, like, the more sensible guy, other than
yes.
Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, like they're always them two
Like,
are always together.
Poor people don't like AEW.
So like 2 days ago, NXT had an average of 724,000 and 0.26, whatever the fuck that number means. I'm trying to see if there's one. And Raw had 1.75 million.
oh my god. Okay, yeah, that's pretty significant. That's like 3 times the audience. Well,
I
more than 3
know.
times.
Fuck, dude. And then I remember too when they were trying to announce like, oh, like there's a war between WWE and AEW, like at the time of like, pre-COVID, whatever. When I don't know if you remember, but they moved NXT at the time it was still black and gold to Wednesday because that was the same time that Dynamite was being aired as well.
Mhm.
So it turned into like this whole big thing about like, oh, who won in viewerships, who did this and that. And all the time it was just AEW winning against NXT. And it was just kind of thinking it's their secondary show. That's what I would that's what I would think, right? It's their secondary show, but
If
it's like
even that, it's like their development show, like
I
their
know,
developmental show.
and it's like I would say that too, but it's like fuck, is it really developmental? It's like when you have guys like the Undisputed Era, you had Keith Lee, you had Aleister Black, um, yeah, like Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell. Who was it at the time? Like Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler.
I think during that time it was more developmental, especially with the Vince McMahon era shit going on.
Mhm.
And whenever, it got more without Vince McMahon, and then Shawn Michaels, I don't know if he was running it before, but now that he's like more prominently running it, now it's got its own brand.
Mhm.
It feels like it.
So if I remember correctly, Vince McMahon did the WWE stuff, and Triple H and Shawn Michaels did NXT together, which is why it was like the same 5 format show or the 5 match format. like 2.5, 3 hours. And that's why I loved it, because it just felt fresh, compared to like 8 matches and like 4 hours, disqualifications, whatever, blah, 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 all that shit. I
Mhm.
wasn't a fan of it. And when Vince McMahon left the first time, wait, did he leave? I don't remember if he left the first time, or maybe it was before he left, but he made Bruce Pritchard the head creator for NXT, to which it changed into NXT 2.0, which was fucking dumb, because they try to make it like another like kind of trash TV in a sense. But then when Vince McMahon left, I don't know if Bruce Pritchard is still there or if he left. No, he's still there, because he was there when Cody Rhodes won the championship. Um, Triple H took over WWE, and now Shawn Michaels is like the head creator over there at NXT. So I feel like at that sense for NXT, it's how do you say? It's trying to go back to like the 5 match format, but it's trying to stick mainly with like homegrown wrestlers, like like your Trick Williams, your Tiffany Stratton, even though she did get called up. Who else is there? The Javon Williams, Obafemi. Like they still have some people that are from other companies, but I feel like they're trying to keep it like homegrown in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the people they pick and develop, especially from the what is it? That shit where they pick the athletes, like
Mhm.
they have their own little like combine, and pick up athletes, and then kind of like when they had that one star, that Olympic lifter, and then they just ended up dropping
Oh,
him.
because he was a predator, right?
I don't remember why, but
Uh, g-
I remember,
uh,
was it Gable Chadwinston? It was like a
oh,
weird,
Gable Steveson.
yeah, it was almost like Chad Gable, but it was like backwards.
Yeah, I remember he had one match against Baron Corbin in NXT, and people were just booing the shit out of him, dude. Gable Steveson. Accusations? Accusations. On June 2019, Gable Steveson and a University of Minnesota wrestling teammate were both arrested after the police received a 911 call the previous night about an alleged sexual assault that involved a foreign object.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord,
involved a foreign object.
a gimmick, brass knucks.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's rape accusations. Oh
Okay,
man,
yeah. Yeah,
Jesus
that'll get
Christ!
you that'll get you off of there pretty quick, or
Oh,
off of anywhere.
I'm not gonna read all that. It's a Reddit post. But yeah, he had like all these accusations against him, and they made him seem like big shit, and then they just dropped him because I guess it was too controversial, which was the right thing to do anyway.
Yeah, yeah, especially during that time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now things are a little different, but not really.
I know. Now you got how dare Tiffany Stratton share memes? What a bitch!
Uh,
I don't know,
well,
man.
yeah, that's the ratings really for that, and I don't know. Not that we don't want AEW to not succeed. It's just they're the ones that are like they need to change it up, dude. If it's not working, change something up.
I think the nail in the coffin was them showing the backstage footage.
Yeah, that was really bad.
It was so bad, and I can't believe they actually. Did you hear me whistle? I can't believe they actually did that shit, man. I mean, it was cool to get a rating, but it's like, what did it do, man?
Yeah,
I don't know what it did for your company. I don't know what it did for y'all specifically. It made Jack Perry look like a pussy. It made y'all look childish because y'all tried to do it into a storyline, and it did not make sense.
and
And
it
y'all
helped
just
CM Punk. It helped the other promotion.
yeah, dude. And it's like I feel like every week too they try to mention WWE in some way, and it's I don't know if Ugh, it's so frustrating. It's frustrating because I don't know if there's somebody over there that tells us like, "Hey, Tony," or "Hey, like Matt, Nick, whoever the fuck is listening. Maybe this is a bad idea that we're doing this."
Yeah, it's weird that there should be like a committee, but for some reason they're all saying, they're like yes men to either the Bucks or to Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, that's great, man, that's great, because they don't want to get either like, oh no, we're sending you to fucking what is it? What's the other promotion?
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, we're sending you to Ring of Honor if you don't want to fucking say yes to us. You know what I mean?
And I feel like that's a lot of like lost money too. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
because I remember when he announced he bought Ring of Honor, I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome. But I haven't seen any promotion for it. I don't know what channel they air it on. Like, if it's even on regular TV. If it is, what time, what day do y'all show it?
They
You know,
never talk about it. No one ever.
I
And
know
then
because from what I remember, Ring of Honor will be shown on Saturdays on My 35. Like, I remember it was like that for a little bit. I was like, okay, like I'll watch it, and I would watch it, and it was good.
well, what they should do when they were promoting like AEW Fight Forever on their own thing, they should be promoting Ring of Honor. You know what I mean?
Uh
On their
huh.
own on AEW, like promote your own fucking shit that you own. Why are you gonna like treat it like it's a competing thing when it's your own fucking brand?
Ring of Honor is available to watch on the Honor Club streaming platform. New episodes of Ring of Honor TV air on Thursdays and are available on iOS, Android, Amazon Fire, and Roku. You can also watch episodes on watchringofonor.com. I have to look that up to
Yeah.
fucking watch that shit. On Roku? Do they have it on Roku? Shit, I'll watch it on Roku. I got a Roku TV. But
You
it's
might
like, oh, go ahead.
no, you might need the app or something like to buy it. I don't know.
Ah, man. Oh, speaking of AEW Fight Forever, uh, that was one of the free games of the month. I think I told you last week, right?
Mhm.
That I was like, oh, I put it in my library. I haven't downloaded it yet. I downloaded it, played it for 20 minutes. I took that shit off right away. Man, it
how many
was.
how many gigs was it?
I think it was like 20.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Oh no, that's too much for what I was given, dude. For what I played, I was like, this is too much space on my system. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do this shit. Oh man, what a piece of shit, dude! It was so bad. Um, it was weird because it had this. It tried to be very WWF No Mercy.
Yeah.
Have you played No Mercy?
Like for the 64?
Yeah.
I thought I liked that game, or was it anything like WCW versus NWO uncensored?
I would say it was more like No Mercy because
Hmm.
like the way it felt and everything. But the only thing is, No Mercy was a good game, and this one was garbage. It was weird because I guess. Ooh, man, that hurt. I had tried to like when I was playing this game, I'm used to the 2K controls, right?
Hmm.
But they have a bunch of other shit that you have to do. So it's like you build up your meter, it builds up to a signature, right? And you can do your signature, go for a pin, or if you build a signature, you have to do a taunt, which sometimes takes a fucking long time, and then that signature will turn into a finisher. And then you could pin whatever. But there's sometimes it says like if I get in a roll of pin, it's like, oh, mash like X, square, circle, triangle. And I'm just like, do I mash all of them or just certain buttons? And I'm pressing X to like kick out, and I lose my roll up. I did not win one fucking match. I lost to some guy named like Pizza Tony, like some creative character named Pizza Tony, and he went 5-0. And I was like, okay, congratulations, Tony, you're retiring early, 5-0, because I'm deleting this fucking shit.
Fucking Luigi Primo.
Mm-mm. Dude, it was a piece of shit, man. Worst game, worst,
Oh
terrible.
man, that's a shame to hear because I know it cost them quite a bit of money. But oh well, that's why Not everyone should be in game development.
I know, man. That was so crazy too because CM Punk's still in the game. He's just not on the cover.
That's funny.
It is.
Jade Cargill's in the game too, I'm sure.
She is in the game too.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
she's in there. And it's just weird because they don't show like the whole entrances or anything. It's like introducing first, and like they show a snippet of them walking on the stage and then walking down, and then it cuts to the next person. Like, say for example, Adam Cole. They cut to Adam Cole. He's already stepping up on the ring, and then he's already walking inside the ring, and then doing the Adam Cole baby, and then it cuts off.
That's
Like,
just lazy.
it's super lazy.
That's
Super
just
lazy.
well, speaking of lazy, that's the show. And now we're gonna look at some watches and different stuff here. Let's take a look at what we got. What I compiled here. Let's see. You better count. You better count your fucking days like Helen Keller at an orgy. You don't know who you're fucking with. And here's a cool dude with a belt on.
Hell yeah, I like that's just GTS on a piece of tape.
I thought that was pretty cool.
You don't know who you're fucking with. Fuck yeah.
Here's Liv Morgan.
Liv, how you feeling? Oh, I feel so good. I just gotta give you that good old spin on this thing and we're good to go.
Yep, there she is, not not teasing everyone.
That made me bloated, but like in a sad way. Like,
let's try this one more time.
Liv, how you feeling? Oh, I feel so good. I just gotta give you that good old spin on this thing and we're good to go.
dog, I'm just glad I'm sitting down, dude. Oh man, it got hot in here.
Dude, hold on, let me wipe one of my eyes.
No, you're good, man. Do what you gotta do, man. I need to cool off too.
Let's see if we can find something to cool us off with. Here is Samoa Joe selling cookies.
Oh my.
I don't know. I didn't know he was gonna fucking murder him.
Shit, dude. Man, I love tag-alongs. Those are my favorite.
I thought he was just gonna like Samoan Buster him. I didn't know he was gonna murder him.
He was just gonna fucking throw him over the bush, like, oh, get out of here.
Yeah,
or something.
Kick him or something. I didn't know he was gonna. Oh my god, that was pretty graphic.
I need to figure out where this is from, dude. Does it say where it's from? Does somebody in the comments say where this is from?
Joe is rocking that outfit.
It's funny. I feel like he will wear that on a regular basis.
Yeah, the green beret. Looking back at this shit, Joe was made for that Sweet Tooth role. Oh yeah, he was Sweet Tooth in the Twisted Metal.
I heard it's good. Right?
It was okay. It was okay.
You saw it?
Yeah, I watched the whole series. It was all right. Like, it's real hard to make a story out of multiple stories that Twisted Metal has within the universe, but it wasn't bad. It was all right.
So is the show over and done with?
No, they have a season 2 coming up. They announced
okay.
it, but it just had its first season. I don't know where this is from at all.
I don't know, dude. It's fucking hilarious. I love this shit.
Let's see here. So I should have put this in the news, but Eric Bischoff, he's taking a lot of shit lately because of the Who Killed WCW.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Vince Russo are getting a lot of shit, right? So here's I guess they're talking about Hulk Hogan's contract, and Eric Bischoff says, "Come on, you got this fraud to Dave Meltzer. If those numbers aren't in the ballpark, you are positioning yourself of having knowledge of the contract. What are the numbers if you are a journalist who is worthy of your participation trophies, enlighten us, or admit that you don't know?" And I believe they're talking about Hulk Hogan's contract, right? When he signed with WCW, when fucking Eric Bischoff signed him. And this person starts off to say that the contract is public news because it got leaked with some sort of court documents. I think when Hulk Hogan sued WCW, when Vince Russo kind of like shooted on him or something.
Oh,
we go here. Reminder, since Bischoff wants to play dumb, Hulk Hogan's WCW contract leaked online years ago following an investigation by Chris Harrington into WCW court documents. Nobody in wrestling has ever or will ever get paid as much as Bischoff was dumb enough to pay Hogan. That's why after Bash at the Beach 2000, Turner was more than happy to just let Hogan go on his way. Here are the highlights. $2 million signing bonus due within 14 days of signing. And this was back in what? Whenever WCW was fucking made, right? So years ago, right? 6 pay-per-views per year where he is the featured wrestler, a minimum of $675,000 per pay-per-view appearance, or 15% of the domestic pay-per-view cable sales received by WCW, whichever is greater.
Damn.
That's barely any part of it. A $1.35 million payment on July 1st, November 1st, and February 1st of the first 3 years of the contract as an advancement of the pay-per-view payment. Additional bonuses of $250,000 to up to $1.75 million based on pay-per-view buy rate per pay-per-view appearance. 25% of the gross ticket sales for every Nitro or Thunder appearance, with a minimum of $25,000 payment. 16 mutually agreed WCW TV tapings. 25% of the gross revenue of ticket sales of any house show. $100,000 consultant fee for year 4 of the contract. 50% of net receipts of any merchandise sold by WCW to contain his name or likeness. 50% of the actual license fee received by WCW for any licensing deal involving his name or likeness. $20,000 per month for any period he's in the NWO and wearing non-Hogan NWO merchandise or participating in anything NWO related. And 100% of all net revenue if WCW should start a Hulk Hogan 900 hotline.
What the fuck, dude? That's nuts.
And they wonder how WCW died, and that's what was signed. That was given to Hulk Hogan, along with creative control of his matches.
Fuck that, dude. That is so much money.
Dude. And Hulk Hogan was not worth it. Not after, yeah, he got reinvigorated with the whole heel thing. But to sign him not knowing if like that NWO shit was gonna work out or not, like that's pretty ridiculous.
I know, because he was there since like what, like 92, 93, I think. And then the heel turn happened in what, 96? I want to say
That sounds about right.
96, 97. Fuck, dude, that's so much fucking money.
That's so much money. Like Jesus Christ, that's Rainmaker money.
And you're unhappy with like the amount of money you're making, like,
yeah.
well, I don't know, man. I feel like at that point, maybe you don't care about the wrestling. It's just like the amount of amount of money that you're making, dude. That is fucking ridiculous,
dude. It's crazy. That's what's killing. That's what killed WCW. Who do I have here? Oh,
here. So stupid.
So if you're just watching and you just heard it blast into your headphones, Goldberg just kicked Bret Hart in the head and started dancing to California Girls by.
Oh my god! In fucking 2K. Oh my god!
Poor Bret Hart.
I know. I kept on saying Bill Goldberg the other day.
Bill Goldberg.
You know his name's just Goldberg. It's okay. I don't care. Oh my god!
What do we have here? Did you see this one? I la verga. Is he gonna moonsault? Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh, he did not need to do a moonsault for that.
No, for audio listeners, what would you say that they're at? Like at a trench somewhere?
They're like in a like around a couple of buildings.
Yeah, it's like an alleyway of a building. Like
Yeah,
this guy throws another wrestler off of a building, lands on top of a car, like on the roof of a car. Hits his foot hits a glass, so he's laying on there. And then the other guy who threw him off proceeds to grab a bundle of fluorescent light tubes, does a
mhm.
moonsault off the building, and lands on the guy with the tubes between them two.
And the fluorescent bulbs just break everywhere, and oh my god,
I don't understand death matches, man. It's not my forte.
I like watching them, for the sake of this, but I don't understand them at all.
It's like I hate whenever I see videos from like CZW, and every time they do something like that, there's that one dude with the air horn. Like after every spot, I'll be like, dude, shut the fuck up, man.
What do I have here next? Let's see. Oh, okay. So this, I don't know if you saw Insane Clown Posse for some reason, out of nowhere, they said fuck CM Punk. So I'm gonna read what this is the official Insane Clown Posse Twitter. Fuck CM Punk for life. You wouldn't shake hands in TNA, little bitch. And you clown on the only real friend you ever had in Colt Cabana, you bitch. I shared my bank account with my mom before she passed, you little insensitive bitch. You little heartless alien. Suck my dick, you little weak bitch. Couldn't beat a jobber in UFC, you fucking nearly pathetic little joke. Come beat me up, bitch. You suffer inside everyone, and they mama knows that. Get your head right, you little suffering ass bitch. Violent J of Insane Clown Posse, just as legendary as you little bitch. Face it. And
Uh,
everyone's like, where did this come from?
where did that come from? This was recent. Oh, June 17th. Huh.
Yeah. And so here's a clip, I guess, of him talking shit about juggalos, but from a long time ago.
That's so funny, dude.
I feel like that's the work there. Like when he's just being a heel to the crowd, I think, to the juggalos.
I don't know, man. Fucking. If you start insulting me and my Fago, dude, like that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, I don't know where this came from out of nowhere, with Violent J saying this, unless
About
they're
Colt Cabana, dude, didn't that happen in like 2014? You're like 10 years too late, bro.
yeah, like, dude, weren't you watching AEW and all that shit was going down with Real Glass and all that? Like,
I know, dude. It's like so much has happened between then. I don't know what brought this up, man.
very odd, very odd.
Oh man, juggalos are funny.
But staying on the music train here, we have Kanye West randomly showing up at a Japanese wrestling event in Japan and
Oh,
performing. And I guess this is confirmed. I don't know if the Japanese just think any black man is Kanye West, but
I would have put it past Kanye to do something like this, though.
I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess.
Sure. Like, well, I mean, I don't know. Because I was gonna say Kanye's only racist to Jews, right? Like to Jewish people.
I think he doesn't like blacks either. I've heard heard other blacks say that he doesn't like blacks. Like there have been in his own company, his staff saying that he's they're what is it when they're not like given the same treatment as like other employees.
Um. Oh shit! I don't know
It's
the
like
term, but I know what you're talking
it's
about.
like an HR issue, but it was black people in his company that's saying that he treats them lower than other people.
Oh, it's fuck. Oh my god, what's that fucking word?
Yeah, I can't think of it right now, but you know what I mean.
Not yeah, it's just like a type of harassment.
It's not harassment, but it's yeah, you know what I mean. But he does that to actual black people, so it's kind of
Really?
strange.
Ah
Yeah.
man, that sucks.
But yeah, that's interesting. What do we have here? This is what in the fuck?
Still
Oh, this.
kick right to the chest of Sydney. Jack hits the ropes. Avoids the clothesline. What? Cutter.
Still only a 2.
That
That was kind of cool.
was very cool, right? So
Of
this
Sydney. Jack hits the
dude
Oh,
does like
that's
a double backflip into like a cutter.
that's what's his name? Reggie, the dude that was with Carmella for a little bit. Do you remember that he was that black dude that did all the flips and everything? He was the 24/7 champion for a little bit.
No.
No. Anyway, very forgettable. But I didn't know he was
I've already
wrestling.
forgotten.
I didn't know he was wrestling in GCW. Good for him, but I mean, fuck GCW.
Oh, GCW. Lastly,
Oh.
here, and let's see if you get the joke here. The caption reads, "Hello, Mr. Fritz von Erich. We're here to make you smile."
Oh my god, I haven't seen the new season of Smiling Friends
Oh,
yet.
dude, it's hilarious. I've
funny.
been really into it, and this kind of cracked me up because it's just like, why are they here to make him smile? Oh yeah, all his fucking kids are dead.
Yeah, kids are fucking dead.
Hello, we're here to make you smile.
What's his name? What's the name of the small
Pim?
one? Pim.
Mhm.
Yeah, Pim. I don't think this is a really good idea.
Yeah.
I think we should cut our losses and just
Yeah.
get out of here.
I think this guy's a lost cause, and I just don't really think we
This
should.
cost a lost cause.
do
I need to see that new season.
Oh, it's great. There's a new episode actually tonight.
They said it was the season finale for season 2.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, at least we. Speaking of season, we're ending season 2 here. That's all. Okay. Nah, I don't believe in
Woo!
seasons with with podcasts. I feel like it's weird to have a
I
season
know.
unless it's like a show, like an actual like drama podcast or a show,
K-drama.
or like a radio novel. I don't know, what would you call it?
Audiobook. I
Yeah,
don't-
something like that. No, but yeah, that's all kayfabe, guys. Now I want to thank y'all for listening. You can find us anywhere. Podcasts are available. Just search That's All Kayfabe. Every Monday at 11 a.m. Come out. What do you guys say to people, Gabe?
Nothing much. Just thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. All the support we get, it helps out the channel.
Thank y'all, guys. We'll see y'all next time. Take care. See you later.